Greetings, all you minis from Minds Dark Rhymes, and welcome back to another Warframe weapon showcase. We're taking a look at the Tenora Prime again. So, the Tenora Prime, I just experimented with it, and I went into Steel Path, and you'll see what it does to Steel Path. So, I'm going to be using Gara, built like this, completely overkill, Prime sure-footed, not needed. I just wanted to put it on her because why not? It's just your standard high duration Gara build. Nothing too fancy. I could technically, if I really wanted to, use Protea, but I'm saving her for her own video. Because I'm working on something with her that is kind of awesome. So, this is what the build looks like. Yes, I have a ribbon. Critical chance electricity. Minus status chance. Look at that status chance. Oh no. Oh no. RIP 11% status chance. That is such a big deal. This weapon's unusable. I'm just kidding. What I really want this ribbon to be rolled as is I want magazine capacity and critical chance out of everything else because this thing goes through its magazine really quick. Anyway. Let's just go ahead and jump into Steel Path. Yep, I'm playing Disruption. Because this is an even better test than just doing survival because the demolists are really thick. Alright, time to start stacking this thing up. Don't go for that. Annoying. Alright. Oh, thank you for all the weak enemies. Is it fully built up? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Also, by the way, my Panzer spreading viral everywhere is not needed for this weapon to incinerate Steel Path because it already does that. Alright. You can see why I want bigger magazines. Because it just sort of goes through its ammo pretty quickly. It seems to be kind of a trend. Like, all the weapons I've tried, the high rate of fire, high DPS weapons seem to do incredibly well in Steel Path. I'm just destroying that. Excuse you. Rude. Bombards are rude. Also, I do not care about my 2. I don't care about the passive damage my 2 does. See how quickly that was? And no, I don't have the stats. I don't have my, build up or my 1 or anything like that stat sticks because I want a useful melee weapon. Even though I don't really use melee all that much. Because guns are too fun. And melee is boring. Basically, every single melee weapon is the exact same weapon with a reskin. So. Also, yeah, I have a regen on my aura. Just because, why not? It pairs very well with Gara's 90% damage reduction. It allows her to basically survive super easily, and I have Arcane Grace there to do the same thing. Give a little bit of regen, it's nice. Oh, cold weapons? That's annoying. So y'all are going to be slowing me down. I hate ramparts. Yeah, stand near me and get hit with those glass shards. Very smart. I feel like her 4 should purge status effects off of her. But is that asking for too much? And yes, I am proccing the Demolist with viral. Just to make the kills quicker. You don't need to do that, by the way, with a weapon like this. It's just nice to kill the Demolist super quick because they can be annoying. you know, turn off your abilities, turn off other things like that. Demolists are obnoxious. I'm grabbing the Scientist Star. And I think at the 5-minute mark, the Acolyte will show up, and you know, I will kick his teeth in, because Gara doesn't screw around. Neither does this weapon. Okay, so the last one is going to be the oh, the Hellfire too. Yeah. That's what the Hellfire is good for. Oh, a Demolist? Delete. It won't always delete the Demolist, but sometimes will. And again, you don't need a rim with this thing. Invest in high rate of fire, high DPS weapons. You know, like the Tenet Flux Rifle. That thing is just... That thing's nutty. Like, what the hell? I want to get one with a magnetic element in it. A magnetic. Why? Because as powerful as the Tenet Flux Rifle is, it doesn't have impact. And Steel Path Corpus shields are thick. Plus, it'd be another element to add more damage. Alright. High violence. Bye, violence. This thing's awesome. You know, when it first came out, guns weren't buffed this much, but it was still just shredding. Like, yeah, Steel Path I didn't do too well in, but as soon as everything got added that buffed guns, oh man. Actually, I'm pretty sure this came out after the mods, but then they changed a few things, and now, yeah. That guy had no viral on him. And keep in mind, I don't have an arcane or abilities that are buffing guns damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's some pretty stupid damage, huh? It's just, I wish the reload was a little bit shorter. I wish the magazine was deeper. That's what ribbons are for. Because I am using a ribbon and I want to roll it for magazine capacity. But the Tenora Prime is pretty dumb. It's like a lawnmower. It's like there's a horde of enemies and you just sweep across the heads. This happens too with my Rattle Guts kick guns, my primary Rattle Guts, both of them, and like, you know, the Kuba Core attack and other weapons with that kind of like rate of fire. Well, the Kuba Core attack is a lower rate of fire, but whatever. This thing is pretty goddamn nuts, and there is a slight issue, but it's easy remedied. If, you know, I put a excess weapon adapter here, put another Forma, another Forma here, then another Forma, like 2 Forma. I could put in like vigilance supplies, and I'd never have to run out of ammo. Steel Path, for some stupid reason, for some really asinine reason, sometimes there's ammo everywhere. Ammo's not a problem. Other times, when I'm using a weapon like this, or any other weapon, it doesn't even have to be a weapon that has low ammo economy, the enemies just don't drop ammo. Why? That is annoying. That is so annoying. That is so weird. You'd think that ammo would always drop everywhere and you'd never run out. Unless you're using like the Kuva Comb. I just don't get it. It's odd. Either way, the Tenora Prime, yes, you look at these stats, like the base stats of this weapon, you know, you see all this. It's like, wow, that's like really low. Don't look at the base stats. Now, another thing I could do this. Electricity and gas. Because this, okay. You might say, what? Why would you use gas and electricity against Grineer? It deletes them. It's especially effective against the corrupted. And Corpus. It Thanos snaps them. It's ridiculous. I don't know why. Is gas headshotting? It's probably headshotting, probably critting with the gas clouds. It's more noticeable with single burst damage weapons like the Nodoruk and the Opticore Vandal. I need to do another video on the Opticore Vandal. So the Tenora Prime overall is fantastic. I would recommend you get this weapon. You, again, don't need a ribbon. You legit do not need a ribbon. And this ribbon doesn't even add much. It really doesn't. My corrosive damage is a little higher. And my critical chance is a little bit higher than, say, if you're using critical delay. With point strike, this has a 75% crit chance. And that is perfectly fine. It's a high rate of fire assault rifle, laser beam accuracy. Ignore this, because this turns into like 100% because it's a laser beam. It's great. So, that's the Tenora Prime with, you know, everything buffed up and all of that. And again, I wasn't using abilities or arcanes that boost gun damage at all. So if you have a ridiculous chroma that can survive Steel Path, because Steel Path Void Fisher enemies hit like goddamn trucks, then this weapon is going to insta-kill everything so fast. It already does that, but even more so. Yeah, my problem with Chroma is he doesn't... he needs a rework, in my opinion. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, in Trilby, we trust.